The first 9 bodies were found standing in the fog, perfectly still. No wounds, no struggle. And when they opened the skulls, there was nothing inside. The first 9 bodies were found standing in the fog, perfectly still. No wounds, no struggle. And when they opened the skulls, there was nothing inside. I am Makoya, a traveler between worlds, across ruined stars, forgotten cities, and impossible places. I collect the stories that should never have existed. There was once a world beneath a dim violet sun, far from your species, far from your history, far from anything that would ever call itself human. Its civilization was old, disciplined, advanced. They carved their cities into canyon walls, built observatories into mountains, and listened. Not for light, but for meaning. Because they believed. The universe was not silent, and one day, it answered. At first, it was only detected by instruments, a pressure, faint, almost nothing. But it repeated, again, and again, and again. 9 pulses, always 9. Slow, deliberate. They called it the signal. Then people began to hear it, not with their ears. Inside their minds, a distant, hollow knocking, 9 times. Some dreamed of a valley filled with fog. Others described something moving within it, something too large to fully see, only to feel. And all of them agreed on one detail. It was searching. At first, the authorities denied it. Then they suppressed it. Then they could no longer control it. Because the sky itself began to feel heavier. Nothing changed, and yet everything did, as if something immense had moved just beyond it. Watching. Waiting. The first expedition was sent to a canyon beyond a distant city. A shepherd had seen something in the fog. At first he thought it was an animal, then it stood still. Too still. When the team arrived, they did not find the creature. They found the ground. Crushed. 4 massive tracks, deep enough to break stone. And between them, long dragging marks, as if something had been trailing behind it. Then they found the skulls, 9 of them, fused together, not broken, not scattered, merged, faces pressed into one another, expressions frozen in fear, confusion, recognition, and along the seams. Small pores, dark, wet. Something moved inside them. The expedition did not return. When others came to search, they found the missing team, standing exactly where they had last been. Alive, but empty. Inside each skull, nothing remained. By then, the truth was unavoidable. The creature was not hunting bodies. It was collecting minds, and every time it appeared, it took exactly 9. The next sighting was recorded. A drone drifting through canyon fog. And then it emerged. A massive quadruped form, its body thick, heavy. Wrong. Too stable, too certain. And then the head. 9 skulls, fused into one. Their sockets empty. And from between them, tentacles. Slow. Searching. Feeling the air. Not randomly. Intentionally. Then, one of the skulls moved. Not the creature. The skull. It turned, as if something inside it had remembered how. The signal grew stronger after that. Closer. Disappearances spread across the world. Always 9. Never more. Never less. Entire groups gone. Those who were found were no longer there. Only their bodies remained. Something else had been taken. The final expedition entered the canyon at dusk. They recorded everything. At first, normal. Then, unease. Do you hear that? It's inside. It's not sound. And then, they began to count. 1, 2, 3. All of them. 4, 5, 6. Silence. Then they saw it, standing in the fog. Waiting, its body still, perfectly still, its head watching them, and the skulls were no longer empty. 9 faint lights glowing within. Looking back. 7, 8, and then a 9th voice. Not from the team. Deep, wet, layered. 9. Silence. Then laughter. Not loud, but complete. The final message recovered from that expedition said only this: it wasn't incomplete. It was waiting. That world is silent now. Its cities remain empty, but the signal did not stop. It moved. I have heard it in other places, across other worlds, always the same. 9 slow knocks. If you ever hear it, inside your own mind, do not answer, because it is not calling you. It is counting you.